Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to Red Square here in Moscow, Russia. Now I'm right here in the geographical center of Moscow and Moscow region to do a little bit of a walk around and have a look and see if loccitane is still trading in Russia. Now I've had lots and lots of comments about this. Please can you go and check it out? Please can you go and look? Now, loccitane sort of announced in a press release on the 15th of April that they were going to reduce activities in Russia. They have 112 stores all over the country. Quite a lot of them are here in Moscow and Moscow region. They hire 700 staff. So pretty much, if they're open, they're all working. If they're not, they're all at home. Now, loccitane has said that they will pay their employees while the stores are closed, which is a good thing for the workers. Of course, in terms of the brand and its worldwide presence, of course, everybody wants to see them closed in Russia. So we're going to go for a little bit of a walk around of a few different locations here in the center of Moscow, just so that it doesn't look like I've been to one and walked away, so that you can get an idea of if they're open or not. Now, last year's sales were reported at 45.9 million euros in the last financial year. That's a lot of money. They say it's 3.3% of their annual turnover of the entire company. So it's quite a lot of money that they're, going to possibly lose by having these stores closed. So let's go and have a walk around. Let's go check out if loccitane is open in Moscow, Russia. Now, I do want to make this video as short as possible so that it's more of a kind of a news story than a kind of a long vlog. But it'd be kind of a miss of me not to show you the bricks here of Red Square, which famously aren't red, but the walls of the Kremlin right here. And you can see the St. Basil's Cathedral off in the distance. Now, just to give you an idea of the date and time, it's the 11th of May. Now, of course, if anybody's watched the news in the last few days, you'll know that they just recently had the 9th of May Victory Day event here in Red Square, and they're just in the process of sort of dismantling all the grandstands and all of the kind of frames and signage that they had up. You'll see here the Moscow Historical Museum, State Historical Museum, and there is, I'm going to tell you and be honest, there is thousands of people here today out and about. Lots of school kids doing excursions, which is very normal. They get taken to all the different sort of historical sites around Moscow. And then our first stop will be to go into my favorite luxury shopping mall, GUM, and have a look if loccitane is open. We'll see GUM right here. And there's definitely a lot of people out and about today doing some tours and walking around. It's beautiful weather too, so finally I'm without a jacket today. So let's go and check out loccitane. Now I'm inside GUM, and if you haven't seen my previous video of this shopping center, check it out. I'll put the link for you to have a look. I'm up here on the 3rd level here where this huge roof kind of comes over. Now I have searched and searched this shopping center for the loccitane. Now on Google Maps it says there is one. I'm going to pop into the information desk in just a second and ask, because I'm certain that there isn't a store here, despite maps and different websites saying there is a location here. So otherwise, we've had a few minutes in here walking around. It's super hot in here today too, because it's warm outside and hot air rises, right? It's up on this 3rd level. It's like a sauna. Now, after walking around and around and around and then going to the information desk, I can confirm that Artikoli actually does have loccitane for sale. Now, Artikoli is basically a very big, so let me call it huge, perfume shop here inside GUM. We've got Christian Dior right outside. Over here, Dolce & Gabbana. So this is basically what they call a store within a store concept. So, as the information desk lady pointed out, everything is still possible in Moscow. You just have to find the ways around it. So basically this brand right here is still selling products where their stores have physically closed. Now, this place doesn't like people going inside to film, and we can't kind of catch a glimpse of the stand through the window because they've got these kind of big branding signage right up in their windows. Now, it's essentially behind this wall right here, if that makes any sense. This is basically where the cosmetics kind of little section is, and we can see Kiehl's right in there. And then just behind where this wall would be the loccitane. So I can confirm that there is a location here. It's not a physical store. It's basically just part of a larger, huge perfume store, sorry. It's on this side, it's on that side, it's over here, it's over here. And every single perfume brand, essentially, that I've possibly seen in duty-free is definitely here, available in GUM. Now, I couldn't resist getting one of the famous GUM ice creams. They're only 100 rubles. And I've got myself chocolate. Здравствуйте. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to count this as a business trip, everybody. So I'm going to have myself a nice GUM ice cream. It's super warm in here. We'll go on outside to the street and enjoy the ice cream. Now, we've just walked a little bit further down after leaving GUM, and we're here on Nakolskaya Street. The very beautiful street here. That's normally got all the lights sparkling away later in the evening. And now right here in between Tus and Rado is where the loccitane location was. Now, I do remember walking past this a few times, and it kind of threw me off a little bit because the signage is gone and the store is absolutely closed, and there's plastic on the windows. We can't see anything inside except my reflection. So yeah, it's completely gone. Just kind of interesting that they've basically closed up the operation entirely versus just basically shuttering the doors like we have seen in other spots, and where we will see another spot later on. Now, I really love walking along Nakolskaya Street. It's got such a nice vibe to it, especially with the warm weather. There is a ton of people around, and all the cafes starting to open up. There's a Cinnabon fridge right over there as well. This is basically like a cafe right here. And there's actually a small shop right there where you can go and buy food and just eat outside. And then just looking back down Nakolskaya Street, such a nice spot to walk, especially with weather like it is today. Okay, so we're in a Hotny Riyadh shopping center, and I can confirm that loccitane is definitely closed. Yes, the roller shutter is down. There's also a sign on the door just letting you know about the situation. And there's a phone number to call again if you need to do things like returns or exchanges. And this is kind of a very beautiful shopping center, by the way. It's right in the center of Moscow, and it's very, very close to Red Square. So this is beautiful atrium area here where they've got this domed glass roof, which you can't quite see. And then there's also a really nice waterfall inside as well. But just having a look here at loccitane, definitely not open. And actually, quite famously, McDonald's is next door here. And then this is the exit here that goes right out to Red Square. So we might actually just walk through that exit way there, and we'll have a look at the famous McDonald's directly across from the red walls of the Kremlin. Okay, so just walking outside Hotny Riyadh, this is a really neat location because this McDonald's is very famous because it's always in newspaper articles or on TV because of the fact that it's directly across from the Kremlin and Red Square. And then you'll see here there's the State Historical Museum just off in the distance. This is Manaj Square right here. And then if we swing around a little bit more, we'll actually see Alexander Syed or Alexander Park. And then you should be able to see the red brick walls of the Kremlin just off in the distance. It's actually a beautiful day today. It's a little bit cloudy, and also the water fountains are finally working. they get closed over winter time, and the water is running right here. These beautiful fountains. And then normally, if McDonald's would be open, it would look just like KFC next door. Everybody's sitting out and kind of enjoying the sights. It's very strange. The whole family's got New York Yankees hats on right there. That's your piece of Americano right in Red Square. Yeah, this is a great spot. You can actually just see off in the distance the Eternal Flame, or the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It's right there. This is a Hotny Riyadh shopping center, which is very famously right here in the center of Moscow. That's the Four Seasons Hotel behind as well, which is considered probably the most expensive hotel in Moscow for sure, by a long way. Now I've come in the children's store here in Moscow. Now we'll have a look at that in a second, but we'll first have a look at the loccitane here that's closed. Now this is actually kind of interesting because this is set up in what is considered the world's biggest children's store. Now it's over, I believe, 6 levels, this children's store. It's absolutely huge. We'll have a look around in the lobby in just a second, but this loccitane location is essentially set up for kids or for teenagers or tweens or young adults, versus it being kind of a traditional adult loccitane, if that makes sense at all to you. So it really has all the same things, but it's a little bit more family and children and kid orientated. But it's definitely closed, but the store is absolutely untouched, as though they just basically just lock the door. And again, they've got their little information sign right here, just telling you you've got a return period, and then there's a phone number to call if you need to. But the store is exactly as we would see it, but it's just the doors are locked. Now we couldn't leave here without having a bit of a walk around. It is an amazing shopping center, the Central Children's Store in Moscow, considered the largest children's store in the whole world. Now it's got all these kind of little concept stores, and it's mostly all branded products. Here's the candy by weight store we've seen before in other videos. But we'll just come into this grand atrium area here. And then there's is it Hanley's? I'm pretty sure this is a British brand. I'm sure it's probably not anymore, but this huge multi-level children's store right here, which has got every children's brand you could possibly dream of. Now you'll see here how many levels it is and how huge this place is. And up on the very top level, which we can't even see that high up, there is an entire food court. Now check this out. There's a I guess merry-go-round, and then this is the kind of pièce de résistance, this huge mechanical clock just spread over 2 levels. And it's just amazing, honestly and truly. It's I really need to come here and do a separate video, I think, just on this shopping center, because it's so amazing place. Such an amazing place. I'm not going to do take 2s, and we're trying to keep the video nice and short. Now have a look on the glass domed roof here. There's all these kind of fairy tales depicting different events over the years. It's a little bit hard to see. I think the video doesn't do this place justice, how big it is. But it's very amazing. Yeah, it doesn't seem very busy right here. This is the main kind of atrium hall, where quite often they've got different pop-up events here. But the fact that it's sort of spread over, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels, sorry. It's just amazing place. And all the stores are children orientated. So you'll see here like a little jewelry shop, mostly all clothing stores, toy stores, and it's all themed around kids and families. Now I'm just here by the Four Seasons Hotel and the State Duma, and I wonder if anybody can have a look at this shot and wonder what this place is now, or what does it look like. Now it's called Sobrani Cafe, Now, doesn't it awfully look like another brand of cafe or coffee shop in Russia and all around the world? Yes, it looks like a Starbucks right here, right next door to the State Duma. You can just see that, the next building on the right, and then the Four Seasons Hotel just across the road here. So yeah, how long did it take? Starbucks is gone, and Sobrani Cafe is open in this very kind of older looking building right here, but how long did that take? Not very long. Okay everybody, we've come to the end of the video. Now I hope you like this kind of walking tour of Moscow. It's actually a nice day to have a walk around. Now the main reason obviously was to do this video is to go and check out the different loccitane locations and see if they were open or closed, and obviously from what we can see from the video, they're all completely closed now. One was completely closed down altogether, and the other locations are basically locked the doors. So we're right here by Resurrection Gate, which is one of the many entrances up to Red Square. You can see that just behind me. It's a great spot here. Everybody kind of comes and goes in and out of Red Square from here. And then just behind me is what I consider as mile marker 0 or 0 kilometer here in Moscow. And all roads lead to Moscow right here from this point. There's a big marker right on the floor where you can make a wish at the same time. So yeah, thanks for watching Traveling with Russell. Thanks for watching a new video. I hope it's not dragged on too long. I won't find out till I get home after filming this last part. So hopefully it was nice and short. Yeah, thanks everybody. Post some comments, let me know what you think. Give us some opinions. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I know people do thumbs down, so I have to take ups and downs as it comes. So yeah, thanks for Traveling with Russell. I'm Russell, of course, and I'll see you in another adventure. Bye everybody. Bye.